Good morning. It's great to be with you this morning. Let me just have a little sip, please. Good coffee in the morning. Great. In the book of Acts, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, right through the New Testament, Acts. Chapter 8, you start around verse 4 and keep on reading until you get to the end of the chapter. One of the ones scattered who had been persecuted, one of the first deacons in the church, Philip, went down to the city of Samaria, and he preached Christ unto them. Verse 5. A new chapter in the history of the church. Up to this time, Christianity was strictly a Jewish movement. But now Philip was called to deliberately preach the gospel to the Samaritans. Now, who were the Samaritans? Without going too deep or getting too involved in the background, when Assyria conquered the northern kingdom of Israel around the 8th century BC, they deported a great portion of the population, and they replaced them with strangers in that country. And the Jews who remained in the northern kingdom intermarried with the strangers, and as it were, it became a mixed race type of thing, and they were called Samaritans. But the one thing that you need to know, the Jews hated the Samaritans. You talk about bigotry, you talk about racial hatred. The Jews felt they were the scum of the earth, a dog in the street. But from that day forward, there was a bitter breach that existed between the Jew and the Samaritan. Philip challenged this traditional separation. He preached the gospel of Jesus Christ to the Samaritans. He believed they were to be included in the scope of God's love. Is there anyone who's excluded from God's love? Is there anyone whom God does not want to enhance their lives and give them hope and joy and peace and assurance? The message was simple, Acts chapter 8. Philip went out, he had a message. He was on a mission, and Luke described the message. Verse 5. Philip went down to the city of Samaria, and he proclaimed Jesus Christ to them. It's not about preachers or skilled orators. It's not about great Bible teachers or Bible writers. It's about the Christ. Philip preached the good news of the kingdom in the name of Jesus Christ. Verse 12. He was a man with a purpose. He was a man with a mission. That's why things were happening. That's why things were starting. It was not a half effort or a half effort. Miracles were taking place, Acts chapter 8. And there was great joy in the city, verse 8. Great joy. There was a revival in the city because people were coming to Christ when they heard the glorious good news. And that's why the Ethiopian eunuch, verse 39, we'll maybe talk about him later on. Verse 39, went on his way rejoicing, because Philip was proclaiming the message of Jesus Christ. Friends, we have a message, and it's not my message. We have some words to tell you, but they're not my words. I didn't write them. I didn't put them in a book. It's all about the Christ. And that's why we need to lift up Jesus Christ. We need to fix our eyes on Jesus, the author, the perfecter of our faith. May God bless you. And who's going to get started there, but